My topic is reading techniques. Introduction. Reading is an essential ability for primary school children which results in a drop in their success in other subjects, a simple way to learn some information and abilities to read. Definition. Reading is a complex interaction between the text and the reader. According to Hughes, it means that reading is an activity to read a text. Top reading techniques. The best reading techniques are the SQ3R techniques, skimming, scanning, active reading, detailed reading, and structure proportion evaluation. SQ3R reading. This reading technique involves 5 different steps, each one with the goal to get your closure to full comprehension of the text. Survey. First survey the piece to get a quick idea of the content and structure of the reading. By doing this, you are preparing your mind. Questions. Prepare questions for yourself to go over as you read the material. One trick on how to create questions is to turn paragraph titles into questions. For example, a title such as Women in the Civil War could turn into the question, who were the women in the Civil War? What did they do and when? Read. Read with your questions in mind. In this step, you can combine other reading techniques that may work for such as scanning or active reading. Recite. Now it's time to go back and answer those questions you created. Make sure what you read makes sense and that you understand how it answers your questions. Review. Make mental notes or say aloud what you have learned. Try doing so without looking at your notes or the text to check what you have or not retained. Skimming. Skimming, also called getting the gist of the text. Skimming is a reading technique where you can glance over the material to find what you are looking for. This is best used when you already know the general idea of the text. You can also skim material before going for the further reading. Getting a first glance of how a chapter or article is laid out, for example, will help you to know where to look for key information on the second read. Use skimming for reading service or products reviews, going over speech last minute, quick research, quick review before an exam. Skimming. Skimming can save you a lot of time by making you aware of the key points without fully comprehending the entire text. It will also save you time if you need to reread the material more in depth at a later time. Scanning. Scanning is a reading method used when simply running your eyes or text, usually to find what you are looking for or to find anything that pops out at you. This is commonly used reading technique for daily non-academic reading tasks. Scan when reading, list of email subject, news articles, a food or drink menu. Intensive reading. Intensive reading is a type of reading that is detailed, time-consuming, and ensures that the reader understands the material. Reading rate is usually slow with a lot of reflection during reading time. This type of reading helps for information retention and for multi-language learner. Extensive reading. Extensive reading, on the other hand, is reading for pleasure. It also may be done at a leisurely pace. Most of the time, readers will not wise about their reading techniques while extensively reading because they are enjoying it. Extensive reading is common for novels and also can be done in increased vocabulary and writing abilities. Conclusion. This finding suggests that effective reading development is possible. Students who practice summarizing could perform well on tests based on reading comprehension assessment methods other than summarizing. It was also observed that it is likely that the effort students make to summarize a text has a high pedagogic value since there was no correlation between the quality of other summarizes and their reading skills. Thank you.